Okay, welcome everybody to your daily tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for everybody. Born Without Boundaries Tarot is my premier channel. Please go find it on YouTube if you're finding me here. The daily tarot card reading happens on Astrology Motivation. So please remember to subscribe to this channel and ring that notification bell, because only when you are notified, only when you are signed up and subscribed will you get notified when I go live, because I go live at different times. It's not scheduled. So I do go live Monday through Friday, but it's not scheduled when. So if you want to be notified and join the live chats, be sure to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell. Remember, if you are participating in the chat, remember to like this video. Like, don't just jump onto the chat. Like the video. Like, give it a thumbs up. Also comment below, especially if you're watching after the chat is over and you're watching the replay. Remember to leave the comments below and join in the conversation, because I would love to hear what you're having to say. This is a general tarot card reading, and if you are drawn to hear it, it is because the message is for you. So if you have questions in your heart or questions on your mind, come and give a listen. Hi, Four. Give a listen to this tarot card reading, because it will answer at least some of your questions. It will give you some insights or shed some light on those questions or concerns in your heart, because you're supposed to hear the message. It's just like when a song comes on the radio and it just kind of just hits at just the right time. That's how this works. So today we have the moon in Capricorn. The color of the day is maroon, and it's a pretty benign day. I have to actually get I'm not going to get that. So let's talk about a couple of things. In 2 months, I will be moving to Austin, Texas, from San Diego, California. I've only been in San Diego for 2 years. And in 2 years' time, my landlord raised my rent twice over the 2 years, a total of $400 a month. And I thought it was ridiculous. I just thought it was ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous that every time I go to the grocery store, I spend $10 to $20 more just for being in California, for no other reason. I buy the same things for no other reason. I think it's ridiculous that I have a 13 gallon tank. I drive a Nissan Sentra, and it costs me almost $80 to fill up. Like it's stupid. It's to the point where it's like, none of it makes any sense. And, I'm not smart enough. I'm not an economist. I don't know, and I'm not saying anything bad about San Diego. It's beautiful here and the people are lovely, but I don't understand why or how they're tolerating being financially raped every single day, because they're not getting a higher quality product. They're not getting higher quality products. They're not getting anything more. They're just paying more. And I know you could be like, oh, well, you're living by the beach. I'm not living by the beach. I'm living 25 minutes away from the beach. And the nearest beach that allows my dog to go on it during off seasons is about 35 minutes away. And if I want a beach that will accept my dog year round, it's 45 minutes away, and there's another one that's an hour away. So no, I am not right near the beach. And yet rents continue to skyrocket and costs continue to skyrocket. And I just won't tolerate being treated like a piece of shit. And that's exactly how San Diego's treating me. And I don't give a fuck how pretty you are. I don't care how popular you are. I'm not going to tolerate abuse just to stay in a relationship that continues to get increasingly bad. And so I'm going home. I'm going to live with family for a while so that I can save up and do what I want to do, which is purchase property. I don't want to get into any conspiracy theories or anything. And there's a lot of wonderful things that happen in San Diego. It's a beautiful city. It just doesn't align with my goals right now, and I'm not in the mood to tolerate anything that doesn't align with my goals. And so that's just how it is. I'm not freaking out. I'm not crying about it. I'm not heartbroken. I'm not broken. I could afford to continue to pay $1,000 more a month for rent. But why do I want to do that? It doesn't, to me, it doesn't make any sense because I haven't gotten anything more. My landlord doesn't even make improvements in the house. It's like, if this condo, I think, was built in the 80s. So it was like a 45-year-old condo. There's no improvements. There's no AC. Like, so much has broken while I've been here, and he doesn't like to replace anything. I mean, it's just kind of like, I'm not getting more, but I'm paying more. And I guess over 20 years time, you always expect inflation, but over 2 years time, to have these kind of rent increases it's just fucking ridiculous. And I'm not going to take it. Listen, I've been in plenty of bad relationships in my life where I've taken way too many punches, almost literally one time, and stayed. I've learned to not do that anymore. When somebody is not appreciating what I contribute to the community and all they're doing is exploiting me, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. You don't have to tell me twice. I don't stay in bad relationships anymore. Sorry. Sorry, San Diego. So I gotta tell you right now, motherfucker, sunshine and ocean should be free. Should be free. But it turns out that it's just another excuse to get people to overspend. It's fucking stupid. I just can't do it. That's all. So I see 13 likes. I see 13 thumbs up, but I see 25 people participating in the chat. Let's make up that number because I want to see 25 thumbs up. If you guys are all here, I hope you're all participating. And remember to give it a like. There you go. I just got 15. So thank you so much. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. But I'm a little bit hectic right now because I was moving my furniture. The furniture that I'm going to sell, I'm moving it to the garage. And yeah, it's just been a little bit crazy because I'm like moving and sweating and it's gross. And I'm hoping to sell the furniture, but the furniture is not being sold. I mean, like, every other time that I've used Marketplace to sell items, I swear to God, they like flew off. They just like flew off, and everybody like gloms on it as soon as it comes up. But I think there's just an oversaturation. People are like mass exodus, California, and the moving costs are disgusting. I didn't want to spend this much money to move somewhere, but I'll be saving so much money where I'm going. It will eventually pay off because I'm going to live with family. Austin's, the rents aren't much cheaper, but the cost of living is much cheaper because gas prices are lower and everything's lower. The grocery costs are lower, and it's just lower in general. But yeah, they're fucking everybody on rent, I gotta tell you. Anyway, so that's me in a nutshell, what's going on with me, so that you guys know. I hope you got a chance to see the Scorpio, Libra, Sagittarius videos over on Born Without Boundaries Tarot. I uploaded them for you today. Let's catch up on your lives. Grateful gas is $3.20. What? You're in the suburbs of Dallas and your gas is $3.25 a gallon? What? It's $6 out here. It's $6 out here. And I'm sure that your gas is no better than my gas. My gas is no better than yours. That's fucking disgusting. And when I was in Arizona, it was like $5.50. And I think in Austin, where I'm moving, it's like $4.30. So you're really lucky to have that. That's wonderful. Casglow, that's wonderful. Same in the UK. Oh, you pay. Yeah. Oh, see, the UK has for a long time. I remember years ago when I went, Doug was only 7, and you could see and it's not even, you could see the gas prices then were ridiculous in England. And they weren't by the gallon, they were by the liter. And I think a liter is less than a gallon. And they were like $5 a liter then. I'm like, how the fuck does anybody afford a car here? But I was visiting London, and I have to say, because I can't comment for the rest of the UK shop, but they have exceptional public transportation. Exceptional. And so, you could buy an Oyster card. I'm not like, I was there a long time ago, but you can buy an Oyster card for cheap, and reliable. And I swear to God, the tube network in London compared to the subway system in Manhattan that I was used to, it looked like paradise. It looked like paradise. Like subways in Manhattan, they look like fucking sewer drainages, sewer tubes that they just fucking like blew out and made a little bigger. So so I understand if gas prices are high, then you have to support your people by giving them really reliable public transportation. W- Let, let me tell you what San Diego does not have: public transportation of almost any sort. I rarely ever see buses up here in North County, San Diego. You never see a fucking bus. Um, the train, there's one train. There's one train in like two tracks that goes through the middle of whatever. Um, it's the stupidest thing I've ever fucking seen. They have smog issues out here. They're always complaining about, the pollution with cars and everything. I was like, get the cars off the road then. Get a reliable public transportation system here. This is a major city. Why don't you have it? They don't have shit. They don't have it in LA either. They don't have shit. They don't care. They don't actually care about air quality. They don't care. And that's what I started to see. That's where I get a little bit conspiracy theory, but there's no way these politicians can care about their people. They're selling them out to corporations every chance they get. They're charging you out of the ass. And off of the beach, bitch, I grew up in the New York area. I grew up right by a beach. And I can still promise you that even houses, 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom with a pool, my friend just sold one in Connecticut for $650,000. $650,000 here won't get you a condo. So don't fucking tell me it's because it's by the beach. It ain't because it's by the beach. It's because people are fucking you and your politicians are welcoming the big ass dick. And listen, I'm going to be straight with you. I don't give a fuck how you personally like to get fucked. You can get fucked in any hole you want to get fucked in. I don't care. But you don't ever let nobody ever, don't let anybody ever fuck you in your banking account. And everybody in California is getting fucked in the banking account for nothing. For nothing. You are not getting higher quality. You are not getting better shit. You are not getting better services. You are not getting better anything. You are legitimately just getting fucked because your state is allowing it. You want to know how I know? Geico. That's right, Geico. I've been with Geico for a while now. I have my renter's insurance with them. I have 2 cars insured by them. I think my son just bought a car, so he also had, like, we've been working with Geico for a long time. It's a company. It's a nationwide company that provides all different kinds of insurances. Why is it that my car to insure in Arizona costs me $100 less than it does in California? The answer is because the politicians in Arizona protect their citizens from big corporations, and they lay down the fucking law and they say this is what we will accept if you want to do business in our state. Whereas California is like, oh yeah, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Just whatever the fuck you want. And that's what they do. Because corporations are all about money. Our leaders, our representatives, let's not say leaders, our representatives their job is to protect us and to make sure our interests are protected. Some states do that for their citizens. Other states do not. And California, no. And they are, I'm telling you, the same company providing the same insurance, dollar to dollar, cent to cent. I know what my insurance coverage is. I'm not going to share it with y'all, but I have the printouts. It is $100 cheaper. Reason being, Arizona protects their citizens and lays down the law when it comes to, if you want to do business here, this is your fucking rules. This is what we'll accept, and we're not bargaining. And same company, same cost. That's why California, it's $100 more expensive. So everything, you're not getting more. You're just paying more. The quality is not going up. You're just paying more. That's all. That's all. And I'm sorry. It's like, and it's not, I think California deserves so much better. I really do. This is my little rant. I'm just going to share it with you. I think California deserves so much better. It really does, because it's beautiful and the culture out here is truly, truly, truly loving. A little bit too loving, because nobody out here stands up for themselves or says anything. They just keep letting their banking accounts get fucked. And they politely smile and say, oh, okay, it's okay. It's going to be okay. It's not going to be okay if you don't do something about it. And nobody's doing anything about it. So I'm like I said, I'm not going to be in this abusive relationship, California. I refuse. I refuse to be smacked around and bank account raped every single day. I refuse to do that. I do not feel that I have an obligation to be treated like that. And I will not do that. I will not do that. I respect myself way too much. So it's just how I feel. And that's why I'm leaving in a U-Haul. And it's just stressful. So that's where I'm at. And so if I feel it like I'm looking a little shitty and ratty and I'm tired, that's why. And that's why it'll be for the next just the next 2 months. I'm in Pennsylvania, and my $4 a gallon, $4.12 a gallon, which is still high, Barbara. It's still high. You were born in Vero Beach? Oh, Texas, being a red state, might have something to cheaper prices, but yeah, well, let me tell you something. Texas disappointed me too. The only reason I'm going to Texas is because my family's there, and I can live cheaper there because I have family. You bound together. That there's power in numbers. But yeah, I was really disappointed in the way Austin's allowing their people to be treated too. I mean, rents have gone up $500 a month in the past year. Who the fuck can afford that shit? Nobody in Austin. Nobody in Austin. California always argues minimum wage is $16. Okay, I don't give a fuck. The point is, you're supposed to pay that out of your greediness, not raise prices higher. But greediness doesn't change, and they just raise prices to ridiculous levels. But in Austin, where prices just went up $500 a month for a lot of people, especially near the center of Austin, their salaries didn't go up. And their minimum wage is, I don't know, I'd be surprised if it's $10 an hour. So, don't fucking tell me red state, blue state. Like, bottom line is, it's just good state who protects their fucking people, or bad state who just says, yes, come on in and rape them. Come on in and rape them as long as you pad my pocket. And I think there's definitely some of that going on in Austin too. I wouldn't have chosen Austin if my family wasn't there. I'm choosing to live with family. I'm not choosing Texas. I'm just going to let you know, because I was very unhappy with what I saw happening with bartenders I was talking to when I was there. So disappointing. People who have just lived their lives peacefully and simply for so long, really vibing and enjoying the city. And in the past year, especially 2 years, the fucking inflation it doesn't make sense. Once again, it doesn't make any sense. It is insufferable. And I'm not sure why local government, state government is agreeing to it, but they are. And that's what concerns me. And it should be what concerns us all. Because the state government should be getting up in there like, nope. Okay. But no, like they should, but they're not. They're not. So I don't know. Maybe they're trying to move us around. They're trying to make us move to places where there's lower populations. Maybe that's intentional. And I'm just, one of the flock. But for my personal reasons, I am just not going to sit here and take this crap. I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. Hell no. Hell no. For almost as much space as I have in this apartment, I was paying $1,300 a month in Connecticut for almost as much space. And it's just like, yeah, I had washer, dryer, and everything. Like, I'm just like, what the fuck? I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. And like I said, I'll leave the conspiracy theories to the conspiracy theorists, but that's what I'm looking at, Michelle. California is a place to make money, and they get I'm wondering how people make money out here. Because as soon as you make it, you got to spend it. I mean, when I look at the prices here, I'll tell you this right now. I'm just gonna be straight with you. If you are not making $20,000 a month before taxes, you are not living well out here. You have to be making 100,000, 120,000 a year. That's minimum out here. And that's about $60 an hour, I think. So minimum wage ain't shit at $16 an hour. That's not shit. When you have to be making at least $60 an hour to pay the rent and pay for your car, which you need out here because there's no public transportation. It's not like you can afford to not have a car. When you live in Manhattan and pay $3,000 for a bedroom, at least you have the choice to not have a car. You have public transportation and it's reasonably priced. But you don't have a choice. You got to have a car out here. They charge you the absolute max for it, absolute max taxes. When I registered my car from Connecticut to California and I changed the registration, I had to pay additional sales tax because I bought my car in Connecticut and Connecticut sales tax isn't as high. So California made me pay sales tax to them for a car that I didn't even buy in their state. I didn't even buy the car in their fucking state. And they made me pay sales tax on it. The difference between what Connecticut sales tax was and what California, they made me pay the difference. How the hell is that even legal? I don't know. I already paid sales tax. Well, we get to tax you too. You get to double tax me? No, we're not double taxing you. You just have to prove to us that you've already paid a certain amount of sales tax, and then we're going to tack on an extra 2% because in Connecticut sales tax is 6% and here it's 8%, and that's just what we're going to do. Fuck you. And this is it. I can't even live off grid. I would love to. I'm not that hardy or that smart to live off grid. Hey, what's up, Roxy? What's up, Stephanie? You're coming across distorted. Can't do shit about it, Stephanie. Sorry. It just is what it is. I'm not really sure what's going on with my coverage or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, boo, but you're getting as good as you got right now. America is just so burnt out. Yeah, I agree. At least Austin has a pretty decent transportation system, do they? Okay. I don't have a car. I didn't have a car when I lived. Okay. You mean like Austin in the city or Austin, like, sort of Austin County kind of? Because in the city, well, San Diego's, even the city transportation is shit. I'll just let you know. It's not good. Like even in the middle of the city, it's bullshit. I rarely ever see buses. It's just absolute crap. But it's nice to know that at least Austin has, public transportation because that's something. That's something. It matters because at least then you have options, right? Oh, thanks, Barbara. So I'm clear on Barbara's and Stephanie. I don't know what's going on, boo. I don't know what's going on. It's okay. I mean, it is what it is, but I'm just letting you know I can't do anything. Homeless is very sad here. I agree. Yeah. Here in Los Angeles, wait, what? Sales tax is $9.50? For fucking what? What? Girl, like they be charging $9.50 in sales tax. What does the government do with the money? They're not doing shit. The roads are crap. There's trash all over the fucking highways. You can see it as you drive the highways. There's trash all over the fucking highways. There's homeless all over the place. Like, what? So I got a question. Where is the $9.50 sales tax going? Who is it? What is it doing? The school systems here are shit. They're shit. I've talked to teachers. They are shit. and their teachers don't get paid crap. So I would like to know, what are they doing with that money? Where's it going? Don't people have a right to ask that? Where's it going? Nobody knows, because everybody's getting raped in their banking account. And nobody's asking questions. And these dumbasses are spending $8 million. I just had a conversation with the guy, the moving company that I'm hiring. And he legit told me that a guy that he knows back in 1994, which is about 30 years ago now, about 28 years ago. 1994, he bought a house kind of near the beach, $700,000. He just sold that house for $8 million. And you think, oh, that's good for him. It's good for him. It's not good for the community. It's not good for the society. Because you went from having somebody who had a normal job and a normal income, who could afford a normal home, and that normal home just sold for luxury prices. And what do you think? This motherfucker that can spend $8 million cash purchase on a home, you think this is a motherfucker who like mows his own lawn, does his own plumbing, knows how to fix his own electricity? No. And where are all the people who do those jobs going to go when they can't afford these homes anymore? When you price your market, yeah, certain people are cashing out. I feel like I'd be cashing out too if I could get that much of a profit. Holy shit. I feel like I would be selling now too, but you sell out to a class of people that could not, there's no way they're going to do the jobs that actually support a community. There's no way. These people aren't going into the sewers. These people aren't the ones that are hanging wires and wiring cable. These aren't those people. Who's going to be doing those jobs? Where do those people live? 45 minutes away? Got to commute with no public transportation system? Out in the sweltering heat? Because no ocean breeze 45 minutes away. It's sick. There's a sickness here. There's a real sickness here. Oh, I've gone off on it. Hey, David. Wow. Wow, David. Gotcha. It doesn't help anyone. It helps the people who are selling right now. That's all it helps. And those are few and far between. Because if you were selling to somebody who was going to contribute to the community and could afford a normal job. I mean, 10 to 1 with normal inflation, that house would be worth over $1 million now anyway, because it's 30 years ago. But 8 million? Really? I don't know, guys. There's a disease going on. I'm not smart enough to know what it is. Yeah, millions, but I don't know where they EK Coop. I don't know where they go. Airbnb is the worst too. I would love. I don't know what people have heard about Airbnb. There's a lot. That's Airbnbs are just a scourge to society at this point. I can't believe that states allow it to be legal. I feel like if you're Airbnb-ing a place, it should have to be on your property or a room in your house. People should not be able to buy up for ridiculous prices because they know they're going to get it back because they're renting it out $250 a day instead of having to actually rent it out to a renter. You're buying up property in a residential area. Now, hotels can't do that. Hotels got to buy in commercial areas. They got to buy in specific areas. But people who are rolling with this Airbnb shit are buying up in residential areas for top dollar, putting lipstick on a pig with in some nasty ass places, charging $200 a day for their fucking rooms. If they had rented out that same space in that same area, they could never get what they could make in a month by a rent. And so in doing so, they are pushing up the costs of everything. And honestly, I'm going to say it. I feel like all states should put a cap. You cannot buy more than a second home. If you already own one, you ain't going to own anymore. And you're not going to Airbnb anything that isn't on your primary property. Because everybody who can afford to do shit like that is fucking shit up. It's fucking up neighborhoods because they have people coming in, going. They're not contributing to the community. They're not keeping the community safe. They're just basically raping it. I thought Airbnb was a great idea when it was actually just people using an app to rent out spaces in their home or like in-law apartments, because I think that's a great idea, especially for a little extra income. But then you have people who start to exploit it. And they start to buy up all these residential properties and make them Airbnbs. We had one of these conversations before. I stayed in one in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Albuquerque. This fucking place with the biggest like rate of like adult kidnappings and like adult sex trade. Like what, like I know like it's I think it's kidnappings. Right? People gone missing. It's got a lot of issues in that city, and they have these Airbnbs all over buying up these fucking little tiny houses in really poor neighborhoods and having people come and go. You got to have bars on the windows, lock boxes, but the pictures on Airbnb, oh, they're so charming. They're painted well. It's not in a safe neighborhood. It's not in a safe area. You're encouraging people to go to a place that's kind of scary, but it doesn't matter because they're buying up all these, you can buy up like 5 different houses and just sort of like rape the area. And you think, oh, but it brings in tourism and that's going to help. It's not going to help. Because it's not bringing in anybody that's going to spend regular money there. It's not bringing in anybody that's going to work there or care about the properties. It's not bringing in any of that. It's gotten real bad. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's gotten real bad. And it's causing real estate prices to go way up when the people in the area can't afford it. Oh, you're saying, Melanie, you think you should be able to buy up as many properties for yourself, but like not to rent out, you're saying. I would say normally, sure, but there's a housing crisis. There's a housing shortage right now. People are rushing to buy really quick, fast, prefab, put together homes. So I think there's such a gap now between the haves and have-nots that if you keep allowing people to buy as much property as they want, inevitably you have hoarding. You're hoarding resources, you're hoarding space. And I think you have to, listen, they kept us inside for almost 2 fucking years because of threat of a virus. You don't think it's a virus to have uber rich and the divide between the rich and poor? That's a societal virus. To allow your uber rich to buy up multiple homes and all these properties is a disease. It's a virus. It's making our community sick. And so I think you should take a little bit of an intervention. and say for the next 5 years, that's not going to happen. Next 5 years is a fucking housing freeze. If you already own 2 houses, that's it. Let somebody else buy them. I think sometimes you just got to intervene. You're right. It shouldn't be that way forever, but something's got to be done to balance out these scales, because unbalanced scales are toxic society. But nobody intervenes and does anything like that. I think we should I don't give a fuck what the real estate market thinks. I think because they're greedy as fuck. Most of their asses should have been in jail in 2009 and nobody went to jail. Real estate and banks fucked everybody in 2009. They didn't have to they weren't held accountable at all. They were bailed out. And here we are again, right? Because when you don't punish somebody and call them on their shit, they grow up, they get spoiled, and they just do that shit again. And it's exactly what's happening now. And it's bullshit. No consequences. Why wouldn't it? With no consequences, why would you got no consequences? Why wouldn't somebody just figure how to lay low and then do that same shit again? No consequences. Anyway, that's my take. You know, we can agree to disagree. I'm going to read these cards. That's what I'm going to do. 36 minutes of your time I wasted. I apologize. You know what? I will put a timestamp down below for the people who really, really just want a card reading. I will definitely put a timestamp below. 7 of Swords. Futility is what pops in my face right now. And you know what 7 of Swords is? Is no matter what you do, somebody's stealing from you. That's what it is. We have Ace of Pentacles. We have a shit ton of money, a shit ton of opportunity, and yet Hanged Man, everything seems slowed down. Everything seems stuck. Everything seems upside down. Maybe trying to look at things from a different perspective is not working. Right? We also have 7 of Swords, which does mean somebody is, pulling some crooked shit on you. Pulling some crooked shit on you. The Chariot is here. Get in your car. Go on in. Drive that car. It could be a car. But it also, Chariot is about progress or moving. Definitely moving. Moving. Cancerian energy. Baby, I will hurt you never. Yeah, I'm singing Islands in the Stream. Okay. Come on. Princess of Pentacles is a little bit of an opportunity somewhere, a new beginning, a new start, or starting small. Starting small, that's what Princess of Pentacles is. We have 8 of Pentacles. Bam! Working hard, working diligently. We have 9 of Swords, worried a great deal. We have Princess of Swords, which is a new idea or a new interest, a new thought, or maybe small communications, right? Maybe you're worried about something, especially work or a job. 8 of Pentacles is our central energy. 8 of Wands, a really quick decision will be made. It feels like in some ways that you're worried about something. It's like you're worried about something because you're worried about it. But I'll get the, let me get the full reading. Thank you, God. We have Ace of Wands, which is something brand new. And then we have Queen of Cups, which is putting your whole self into it. There's, okay. Ooh, the Empress is here with lots of money. Money, honey. Lots of money. Look at this. Queen of Cups. Empress. Just putting your all into it, or having somebody be very generous with you, or being able to be very generous yourself. Ace of Wands, a whole new fresh start is coming for you. The central energy is 8 of Pentacles. So 8 of Pentacles is all about really diligent work, being very diligent in your work, and appreciating and loving what you do and sticking to it and not giving up. Nine of Swords is that there's still stress, still keeping you up at night. Something's worrying you, something's not going well, or it could be sickness or health or impacting your health. Princess of Swords is there's some sort of communication or email that's coming in, maybe something you see online to inspire you or give you an idea, or just an email or a message that's being exchanged. Then we have Eight of Wands, lots of opportunities coming in. Then we have Ace of Wands. Like I said, beautiful energy. So what this reading today is really saying is it does feel shitty. It does seem pretty bad. It does, there has been some undermining going on here. It's almost like it feels shittier than it is because of it, how it's all added up. Got my candy. It's saying that you got to find a way to persevere and move forward. Like, commit to something, and you won't be sad that you did. You know, it looks worse than it is right now. You know, like the mountain always seems higher when you're looking at it from the bottom, right? But when you start to climb, maybe it's not that steep, or maybe it's not as steep as you thought it was. So it's saying stick with it. The central energy is Eight of Pentacles. So being prudent, being tenacious, and sticking with it and not giving up. That's what's going to move you forward. And it's taking one step at a time. And today, the next 24 hours, from whenever you see this, step by step, take it slowly, take it day by day, take small steps. Nine of Swords is you do have a lot to address. You know, something is maybe not right. So it's almost like take baby steps, take small steps. This is a really interesting energy. I'm curious if this card will come out. I'm curious if this card will come out. Socialize or join in. Make healthy and supportive new friendships and connections by getting involved with a group of like-minded people. That's coming up with the full moon in Aquarius. We have divine life purpose. Trust the signs and your inner guidance, which are leading you to fulfillment. The card didn't come out that I was looking at. Answered prayers. All your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support. So that's really interesting because it made me think of one of the cards that I have in that deck, the crystal oracle deck. It's a Doreen Virtue deck that a friend gave me, and they don't make them anymore. You are good enough, Virgo. You're valuable. You're worth it. Your work is good. So maybe this has something to do with work, guys. Have you been struggling at something with work? Have you been like feeling like you have to settle something with work? Because you are worth it. You are absolutely worth it. You are worth what you are asking for. And I think if you've been disappointed in the past, something about today may have shifted it for you. That's good news. Let's go here. I just feel like I'm doing this in the wrong order. Thank you so much, 36 of you, for liking this video. I really appreciate it. Remember, if you haven't liked the video, please do so. It really helps Google recommend it to other subscribers or to other people in general. So there are 55 people in this chat. God bless you. Thank you so much for joining. If you have not liked this video yet, please remember to like the video. Hey, Miranda. 3 rooms filled, 3 beds in living room and 1 in a garage, as well as room built in the garage. Wow. Wow. You know what? You know what, David? I do. I want to manifest abundance too. But sometimes to manifest abundance, you got to use your mouth. And it's not just about a prayer. You got to say something and do something. Like everybody wants this fucking fairy tale of I'll just say these lines in my bedroom. And no, sometimes you got to fucking like shout. And you got to say something. And more specifically, you got to do something. You got to take action. You got to say, I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to pay for it. You have to make the statement. You have to refuse. You have to say no. You can't just sort of like, it's not just about, and you know I love my lighting my candles. It's not just about lighting candles and saying some manifestation prayer. It's about living your life for real and raw and walking your walk and taking a stand, not always just through protest, but like, you know, what I'm doing is don't do it. Say no. Hashtag just say no. If 100,000 people or 1 million people just said no and said, fuck you, I'm not doing that. I'm not paying this much. You know, if they didn't have a market, they wouldn't keep selling to it. That's the thing I'm trying to say. Sometimes you got to do more than just, you know, so sometimes that is manifestation, right? To just take a stand. That's kind of what I'm saying. Abundance from within. Let me read this to you because I love this. I love this deck. The Wisdom of the Golden Path. I love this deck. I'll go over one of these days. I'll go over my favorite decks with you guys, and I'll tell you why I love them so much. You must stop thinking that others are somehow better than you. And that takes you back to you are good enough. You must stop thinking that others are somehow better than you, for in reality, they are not. When you let go of this distorted view, your unique talents will be visible to yourself and others. You may have many special qualities and gifts. From now on, every time you see a quality you like in another person, check to see where that same quality is in you. It might be hidden, but without a doubt, it will be there in one form or another. You deserve abundance. I'll say it again. You deserve abundance to be and have all your heart desires. But first, you must feel abundant on the inside. Only when you are about to feel the abundance within will it manifest externally. I'm sorry, let me say that again because I'm messing it up. Only when you are able to feel the abundance within will it manifest externally. As your perceptions are brought into balance, you become a more effective force in the world. In acknowledging the abundance within you and the many beautiful qualities you possess, you will open the way for an endless stream of abundance to flow through into your life. The affirmation that goes with this, if any of you want to record it down: I love and honor my many special gifts and qualities. I give thanks for the abundance within and around me. My life is an endless flow of abundance. A river of gold flows through my heart. Okay, Spirit. Okay. Pretty awesome, Spirit. Love you. And thank you so much for everybody who just liked the video. I appreciate it. Okay. Hold up. Come on. Don't be sloppy with me. I hate that shit. To-do list. This is Capricorn energy. This is about working and getting things done. This is also about investing in yourself, right? What else came out? DNA. It's almost like in some ways you're intrinsically changing. There's a sobering effect that's happening that will permanently change everything that you are. And it's not a loss of, it is a loss of innocence, but it's not necessarily bad. It's a loss of innocence to gain maturity. So it's not like just a loss of innocence and, oh, I have an empty space. No, you've gotten something so much better than innocence. Now you have maturity. You have can do and know how. You have wisdom. You have experience, but you have to let go of the fucking innocence. You just got to like dive in. I say that because this is Capricorn energy. Capricorn is like Bambi's dad. We all know what happened to Bambi's mother. God bless her. But that's the thing. It's like Bambi's dad kind of always protected them from afar. But he was never really there. But he represents maturity because the death of Bambi's mother represents the break between when he was a child and could just think the whole world was wonderful and beautiful, and to when he wakes up and it's not. But that doesn't mean it's horrible. And that's what his father comes in to teach him. He's like, okay, from this point on, you're going to have to learn to see the world in a different way, because you just got to get shit done. There's nobody that's really going to protect you but you. And that's what maturity is. And that's what makes him a king. That's what makes him a king. He becomes the king of the forest. If you see the movie, spoiler alert. Anyway, but that's what happens, because to be a king, you can't just have everything and inherit everything. I don't care if you, that's why in America, we did away with aristocracy. You can't just inherit a fucking crown, which you kind of do, but that's bad. It sucks. Because you got to actually grow up to be strong enough to be able to handle the responsibilities that come with it. If you have irresponsible people wearing the crown, you have a shit society. Right? You can't have little baby Bambi wearing a crown. He wasn't ready. You got to have Bambi who watched his mother die and had to grow up quick. That's who gets to become king, hopefully. Because that's what teaches you to be strong. This is about maturation and just basically things changing you from into the very heart of who you are, changing, basically something's making you grow the fuck up. But also in work, something may be intrinsically changing. We have this in reverse in the past, where we were stuck. We weren't willing to take chances, or our society wasn't willing to take chances. They were stuck. They just were not willing to be open or explore outside of their particular whatever. And then you have ingenuity. We have Atlantis, which is all about having an ingenuitive brain. Or like, you ever heard that expression, necessity is the mother of invention? Because that's what prudence at the heart of our reading means. Necessity is the mother of invention. And it's being stuck and being shit on that is actually forcing us, and I've talked to you guys about this all since last week, is what's forcing us to change the way we look at things and make decisions that if we were comfortable, we would not normally have made. And that's what we're supposed to be doing right now. Rolling up our sleeves, getting dirt under our nails, and getting uncomfortable. That's what we're supposed to be doing, not giving up. We're supposed to be deciding to like put our big boy or girl pants on. That's what we're supposed to be doing. When the going gets tough, get tougher. That kind of energy. Oh, I see the light. Stand your ground. You know what's right. You know what's right. Don't let anybody talk you into something that just isn't correct, because you see the light means you see the truth. So stand there, stand in the truth, and don't stand anywhere else. This is also something that you've worked really hard for, because this is the full moon. Something that you've worked really hard for is coming to light because you stood your ground, because you worked hard. Something that you continue to work hard on is coming into the light. That's really interesting, Miranda. Thanks, Miranda. I fucking love you too, girl. Midnight in South Africa. Well, God bless you for being on, Wilma. God bless you. Thank you so much for jumping on, sweetheart. Have been away for a while and hadn't hopped on. I'm glad you're here now, Jess. 1920. God bless. Everybody thinks they're all grown up then. We're not. Let's go to the angel messages, guys. Necessity is the mother of invention. Nothing new would be invented if we didn't come across these times when we're hard pressed and our backs against the wall. We have adventure. Instead of seeing the current situation as an obstacle, try seeing it as an adventure. Explore all the possibilities. There are many more than you currently imagine. Instead of seeing things as either black or white, try to explore all the colors in between. Seeing things differently, right? Opening our eyes. Courage. You have what it takes. Just do it. We, your angels, are here to support you. Sacred space. We, your guardian angels, surround you with emerald, gold, and rose pink light. Surrender your concerns and worries and enter the sacred space of love and healing. So you're good. You're good. You're protected. Creative potential. You are by nature infinitely creative. Life is a sea of creative potential just waiting to be expressed through you. You are free to express all your heart's desires. I swear to God, thank you so much for everybody who's just joined. Guys, I swear to God, we are being put into a pressure cooker to intentionally make us pop. Somebody intentionally wants to make us pop because popping means something new is gonna bud out of us. It's going to come out of us. We're being forced. We're being forced into the pressure cooker. And I like it. I like it. Thank you so much for making this day absolutely wonderful and for making this conversation lit. I love it. Apologize for talking so much in the beginning, but I will definitely put a timestamp down below for those of you who just want the reading, the card reading. I'm going to say goodbye for now. I'm going to tell you I love you, and I am going to let you go because I've got other stuff to do. And you will see me in the videos. You'll see me tomorrow. I'll be on here tomorrow, definitely. And you'll see me in the videos. Born Without Boundaries Tarot, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. And Aquarius should be a good one because we have the full moon in Aquarius this week. Let's see what happens. Bye, guys. You're welcome, Miranda. Thank you, Intuitive Tumbleweed. Bye, David.